Hey everybody, and welcome to Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Um, I'm going to start off by saying that this is a live. This is how I start off all my lives. But this is a live. And what does that mean over here on my channel? It means that it's interactive. I read comments, I respond to comments, I answer questions in real time. If somebody needs me to go back and redo something or show them how to do something over again, I do that. I like to give my community an opportunity once a week to, converse with me, ask me questions in real time. Um, and if anybody needs me to, do things in slow motion, this is the time to do it when I'm live. Okay, so that is what we do here. That's what I do here. But I appreciate you guys for being here. We do have a couple things to do. So we are going to design an image in Canva to sublimate. So I don't know if you guys saw my video from last week. There's kind of like a trendy little design called like a split design, where it's kind of you have the image and then you have the image going into the words. And I did a video where I designed that from scratch last week. So I'm going to design that from scratch again this week. It probably won't be as slow as it was in that video. That was like a 30-minute video where I just simply designed. I did go in I went very slow. I went into very great detail. So if you need something that's a little bit slower, I'm not going to go as slow today, just so that this live doesn't end up being too long. So if you need something that's like way more slowed down, or you need the ability to pause, rewind, all those things, I do have a pre-recorded video on my channel on this design. I'm going to do basically almost the same design over again. I'm just going to change the colors. So the one I did last week was kind of like a brown, chocolate, beige color. I'm going to do another variation of that design, probably in like pink and purple. Okay. So it's essentially going to be the same thing. And then we're going to bling. You guys, I haven't done any bling in like a month. So I do want to do a shirt. I got my template here cut out. So I had to recut this one. Y'all, my Romeo was acting weird. I don't know what was going on. But it cut like this is the Gemini season template. I got it from Patrice over at Craftable Things. Y'all, I forgot to link it. If I have any admins here, can you drop Patrice's website? I'm going to put it in the description when I get off of here too. But it's the Gemini season, and I do think she has a lot of different... Now, don't quote me. I don't know if she has all of the zodiac signs. I know she has a lot, though. When I was looking for this one, I saw a few of them. So if you want something like this, head on over to her website. But this is what we're going to do. And I know it's not Gemini season. I don't care. I'm still going to do it because I didn't do one when it was Gemini season, because I don't think I was going live that often in June. My son was like in prime baseball time, and his games were on Monday nights. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't even going live that often. So I'm going to do it today. So we're going to do the Canva design. We're going to print it out. We're going to sublimate it. I have a couple Cricut shirts. We're going to sublimate it. And then we are also going to do a bling shirt. Okay. So that is what we are doing today. I'm going to say hello to everybody because you guys could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to say hello to some people, and then we will get started with our design. Because like I said, we're doing it from scratch, and I don't want this to be too long. This live to be too long. Oh, I feel like I got something in my eye. Okay, let me scroll up to the top. All right. Hey, Patrice Williams. How are you? Hey, Stacy and Marta. Hey, Louise. Hey, Monique. How are you? Hey, Geneva. Hey, Patrice Boo. How are you? So that is where I got this bling template from. Patrice over at Craftable Things. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Addie. I am so glad you have the parentheses because I would have butchered that first name. I'm so sorry. But hey, Addie, how are you? Hey, Felicia, how are you? Hey, Martin Jones. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Porgy, how are you? Hey, Lucille. Michelle Turner, hello, how are you? Hey, Lorena. Lizzie Lopez, how are you? Hey, David. Hey, Up Designs. Lena Doyle Crafting. Hey, Sylvia. What is everybody working on tonight? What is everybody working on? Hey, Cass T. Miss Nini Designs. Thank you, Up Designs. I appreciate you. I just had to get some rebraids. I don't think I went live when I took them out. I don't think I did from the last braids I had because these ones are lighter. I think it might be a little too light for my complexion. I think I prefer a little bit darker, but it's okay. I'm not taking them out. That's for sure. Hey, Radiant Rose, how are you? How was everybody's holiday last Monday? I didn't go live. I had fully planned on going live last Monday, you guys. But so on the actual holiday, Labor Day, on Monday, we were driving back from Muskegon, which is like a 2-3 hour drive, something like that. I had taken my kids to Michigan's Adventure. We left on Saturday morning and we came back Monday morning. And I had fully planned on going live on Monday night. But between, I want to say like Sunday night, after we had spent the second day at the park, my sciatic nerve just started. It was like, sis, you're doing a lot. Sis, you are doing a lot. I got sciatica when I was pregnant with my second son. And then it was like made worse when I got pregnant with my third child. And ever since then, like any minor inconvenience, my sciatic nerve is just like, girl, what are you doing? And so the second day we were at the park, my sciatic nerve started to mess with me. And then I had to sit in the car to drive home, which was like a 2 to 3 hour drive. And by the time I got home, you guys, I could barely move. It hurt. It was hurting so bad. So I was just like, I can't do it. That's why I ended up doing the video premiere, but I apologize. Sciatica is no joke. It really isn't. It's terrible. When it gets irritated, it will sit you right on down. Hey, Picture Me Crafting. How are you? Hey, Viola. Debbie's Creative. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Lita. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Crocheting. Thank you so much. Hey, Renee and Linnell. I see a lot of new names here. Hey, Mel from Maryland. Bulla Brandon is a newbie. Hello, welcome. Paulette, Myrna, Melvin, Latanya, Sheila. Hey, everybody. Okay, I'm going to scroll down, trying to clean up my craft room. Hey, Mel, I'm watching to learn. The rhinestone fingertips to display. I want to do something like that because you guys, so for this bling design, I was going through all my colors. I'm like, I don't know what to use. I don't know what to choose. Like I had like 10 different options I wanted to use. But I need one of those things too. Thank you, Addie. All right, I'm scrolling through to see if I see any questions or anything. And then we're going to get started designing in Canva. Yes, Sharon, it is no joke. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Hey, Vicky, welcome. Glad to have you. Yes, sciatica is terrible. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started with our designing. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Now, like I said, I am not going, I'm going to go slow, but I'm not going to go as slow as I did in my video. Okay. If you have any questions, please make sure you ask them. I do check the chat often as I'm designing. I would definitely make sure I try to get your question answered in real time. But like I said, if you need something where you can stop, pause, rewind, all those things, this is the design I'm gonna do again. I'm just gonna do a different variation, like a different color. But if you want to know how to do this one here, like I said, I do have a pre-recorded video on my channel that I put up last week. Okay. All right. So a lot of people were asking me about this girl because for everything outside of this picture here, the image of this girl here, I did get from Canva. But this specific image of this lady here, I did get from Etsy. A lot of people were asking me for the link, and I did check the Etsy shop, you guys. I could not find it. So I think that the seller took it down. I'm not sure why, but it's no longer listed in their shop. So I was not able to find this exact girl. However, there are a lot of different variations of her on Etsy. The file that I purchased, it did come in a couple different colors, and I bought this, you guys, I bought this package with this girl maybe like a year or 2 years ago. It has been a little while. Okay. So I actually have to find it. It's like deep in my uploads because like I said, I bought this some years, maybe like a year ago, at least a year ago. But when I purchased it, it did come in a lot of different colors. It was like the chocolate color. I think there was purple, pink. There's a bunch of different colors. Like I couldn't even find it on in my hard drive on my computer. I had to find it in my my Canva uploads. That's how old it is. See, this is the picture. This is the image I did last year with this girl. I don't know if you guys remember when I did this video. This video is at least like a year and a half old. So that was when I bought it. But these are the different colors that I have. I have pink. It was the brown color, blue, and purple. Okay, so for this design, I'm going to use the pink one, which is this one here. Okay, when you are doing this image, so the size that I'm going to, the size I'm going to start off with, it's going to be 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels. Let me go to my home page so that I can show you. If your home page may look a little bit different from mine, but if you just find your create a design button and select that and go to custom size, the units we're going to use is pixels. That's going to give us the largest resolution. Now you can create, like if you're going to create in inches, I would say do larger, maybe like 11 by 14, something like that. So that in case like you want to, whenever you're designing images, you want to make sure you're designing on a larger scale so that if you need to scale any larger than like, let's say 11 by 14, you really don't have that much more to go. If you were trying, I think the largest shirt you could put it on would be like a 4X. And then if you were trying to put it on something larger than that, I mean, you would have to have a pretty big printer. But you can either design in really high pixels, or I would say at least design in 11 by 14 inches. I'm going to go with pixels. And it's going to be, the width and height is going to be 3000. So 3000 by 3000 pixels is the size of my canvas here. And I'm going to kind of design in the same, on the same thing here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to start off with your image. Okay, whatever image you decide to use. I do know there's a bunch of different ways, you guys. There's a lot of videos out about this specific technique, and everybody's got a little bit of a different way to do it. Okay, so this is the way that I found was easiest for me in achieving the look that I wanted, which I do think my look is a little bit different than everybody else's. A lot of other people have this space, that space in between the image and the words, and I didn't really care for that. I preferred my words to be overlapping my image. So because of that, in order for me to be able to get it the way that I want it to look, this is the easiest way that I found in designing it. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is add your image to your canvas, and you can make it however big you need it to see it. Okay. Once you add your image to your canvas, if you have any dead space, like when I brought it in, I think I had all this dead space. You want to go ahead and crop that dead space out. Get it as close to the image as you can, without actually obviously cropping out any of the actual image. Just crop out all of that extra dead space. Okay. Now, when you are, because we have to split this, we need a left side and we need a right side, but we need them to be equal. Okay. Because when we go to line them up, if you don't do this part correctly, when you go to try to line up your image with your words, it's not going to align right. So you want to make sure you're doing this part correctly. Okay. So you want to take your image here and you want to center it on your page. Now, how I know it's centered is right now I am left clicking on the image to move it. When I have it centered, you will see a solid pink line going horizontally and vertically. When you see them together, horizontal and vertical, the way that you see it on my page right now, that lets me know that this image is centered on the page, and that's what you want. And then we're going to go ahead and duplicate this image. So now we have two of them, and we're going to place them right on top of each other. And again, you want it to be completely centered. So just keep positioning it until you see both the solid pink lines, both vertically and horizontally. That lets you know that the top image is also aligned. So now it looks like we only have one image on the page, but we really have two. David, you said you found it on Etsy. Do you have the name of the shop? Okay, so now we need to go ahead and split it. And the easiest way that I found in splitting this and making sure that the edges are like they align perfectly is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select the top image. And I'm going to take my little toggle here, cursor. I can't think of the actual name for it, but it basically just crops the image. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it inward all the way until we see that vertical pink line. And there it is right there. We have the solid pink vertical line that lets me know that my cursor is now in the middle of the page. It's now centered in the middle of the page. And I'm going to go ahead and let go. So now it still looks like we only have one image, but really we have two. Okay. Now with the bottom image selected, this shorter purple rectangle here, or this skinnier purple rectangle, this skinny purple rectangle is the top image, and the larger purple rectangle is the bottom image. So we're going to go ahead and select the bottom image. And now we're going to go over to the left side of the page, and we're going to drag that cursor inward until, again, we see the solid pink vertical line, which lets us know that we're in the center of the page. And there it is. So now our bottom image has now been cropped going the other way, and we've brought it to the center of the page. And when you let go, now as you can see, it still looks like we have one solid image, but we have two pieces. Okay, but when you bring them together, they perfectly line up. And that's what you want. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to duplicate this page, and that will, so that I'll be able to have a left and a right side, two of each side, the left and the right. Okay, so now on the first page here, we're going to select the left side of the image, and we're going to delete that. We don't need it for right now on this page. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the right side of the image, and we're going to crop it down. Now you don't want to make this image too big on this part right here, because this is going to be the image that you place inside of your letters. Okay, whatever your saying is, your phrase. A lot of people are saying they not like us. I mean, I decided to go something different and say, girl, you got this. The way that I'm showing you how to do it, you are able to type in whatever kind of phrase that you want. You're able to customize it. It's not a frame. You make your own letters. Okay, it's not a drag and drop frame this time. I wanted to show you guys how to be able to make your own phrases. Okay, so this is going to be the image here. Excuse me. This is going to be the image here that you're going to put into your letters. So depending on how long your phrase is, let's say it's 4 words or 5 words, right? You can maybe make it a little bit bigger. If your phrase is only like 1 or 2 words, you're going to have to make this smaller. Hopefully that makes sense. If your phrase, mine is, girl, you got this, that's 4 words. So it's a little bit bigger. So I could make this a little bit bigger because I have more words. If you don't have as many words, if you only have 2 words, then on this part of your design, you have to make this a little bit smaller. And you'll see once you go in to try to design this yourself, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. This is one of those designs, you guys, try not to get frustrated. You may not get it perfect the first time. It does take a little bit of playing around with, a little bit of adjusting, a little tinkering here, little tinkering there. It's one of those designs, okay? You're not going to get it perfect, or you may not get it perfect the first time, and that's okay. Just know going in, this is one of those designs you might have to play around with. So if you create something and you decide to sell it, price it accordingly, because this type of thing is taking time, you guys. Make sure you price your stuff accordingly as well, so you're not cheating yourself. Okay, so once you've kind of designed sized your image, I think this should be a good size here because I have 4 words. You're going to take this and make it flush to the side of the page. And again, you want to use your centering lines here. Okay, there's a lot of, Canva gives you a lot of ways to figure out if your design is centered or not. Okay, so we want this to be horizontally centered, and you're going to get that solid pink line going through the middle of the page. That lets you know that it is. And we want to make sure it's nice and flushed up to the side of the canvas here. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to create a background color. If you look in this picture here, you have the image, and then you kind of have this chocolate color, which is the background color. That is where you add that here. So if I were to just download it like this, my background color would be white because it's currently white. I want mine to be maybe like a light pink color. So I'm going to go up here to the background color swatch. And under my photo colors, it's giving me a couple of different colors here. I'm going to select this light pink. And I do want to kind of have a little bit of a contrast so that you can see it. I think I want to go just a little bit lighter on my pink. So I'm going to select the background color swatch again, and we're going to go to this kind of rainbow with the plus. And then you can toggle your colors here. You can choose it. So I'm going to go just a little bit lighter, not too much lighter. I think I like that there. So it's a very, very blush, very pale pink. You guys, I skipped a step, and every time I'm doing this, I skip this step every single time. I forgot to add the outline. Because I outline everything. Okay, so I'm going to add this outline before I download it. I'm going to add, I think I'm going to do a pink outline. Or maybe purple. Sorry if you guys can hear people in the hallway. I think I'm going to do a dark purple. Okay, I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this hex code right here. I'm going to go down to this image. I'm going to add an outline to this one. I'm going to go to the color swatch and I'm going to paste that hex code so that they match. Okay, so now as you can see, the outline, the color on both, they match. Okay, that's what you want. Because these are the two sides we're going to be lining up. So you want to make sure if you do decide to add an outline, you want to make sure they're the same color. So you can just copy and paste the hex code. Okay. Almost forgot my outline. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, make this smaller again. Make sure this is nice and flushed up against the side. And this image is ready to go ahead and be downloaded. Okay, so I'm going to go up to share. I'm going to go to download. And I'm only going to download page 2 with the pink background. Now, you don't even really need to save this to your hard drive. If you have the option to just kind of drag and drop it back into your uploads, you can do that because we are going to delete this. Once we upload it back into Canva, you aren't going to need it again. So you don't necessarily need to save it to your computer. I just went up here to my little arrow where my downloads is, and I dragged and dropped it right back into Canva. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add a blank page. And I'm going to bring in the design we just downloaded. And now this is where you're going to add your words and add this image into the words. Okay, so we're going to go to apps. Up in the search Canva apps, we're going to type in font frame. And it's, you're going to see it's a blue background with the letter F with the checkerboard. You want to select that. And this is what it's going to look like when you open it up. It's going to say hello world with the little background that's already there. All of this is customizable. So I'm going to scroll down to where it says text, and we're going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to type in all caps girl, comma. And then if you want to stack your letters like that, make sure you hit enter. Because if you don't, it'll just keep going like a sentence, right? If you want them stacked, you have to actually press enter. So girl, comma, enter, you, enter, got, enter this, exclamation mark. Okay, now if I were to add it to my canvas, this is what it would look like. Obviously, that's definitely not what I want. So you want to add your image. Now you can either choose your file. I think for Macs, I'm not sure if you have the option to drag and drop the way that I did on a MacBook. If you have to save it to your desktop, then you do have the option here. You can choose your file and it'll go to your desktop and you can just bring it in that way if you have to. But because I just kind of dragged and dropped it and it's on my canvas already here with the image selected, you can choose this option, which is use selected image. And then it's going to go ahead and add this picture into these letters. Oh, I have to center a line. That's why I'm like, what in the world is happening? Okay, so as you can see, my words are center aligned versus the left alignment. So to change that so that we can see our girl here, we're gonna go over to settings, and under the alignment, we're gonna select the left align. And now, as you can see, we're gonna have to scale our image and our letters and just kind of rearrange it. We're gonna go back over to image and text. We're gonna scale it down, but now we can move it around. So I do want to make that a little bit bigger just to kind of fill up the words more. Now, this is the part here where you're just going to kind of play around with it, okay? It's a lot of playing, moving, adjusting. To get it exactly how you want it. I'm also going to change my text. I want to go back to the kind of cursive handwriting, which we have here. And to do that, we're going to go back over to settings, and under font, I used the font Lobster. This is where you can also change the outline thickness. Okay, you can completely take it off. You can make it real thick, however you want. I'm going to take it down some. I don't want it that thick. I'm going to put it on 20. You can also change the outline color, the letter spacing, the line spacing. I think I'm going to change the line spacing. I think that looks good. Okay, so on this page, I'm going to add another page, and then I'm going to add this to my design. And we're going to zoom in and see how it looks. And again, this is where you're going to zoom in. You're going to look to see how, it looks and play around with it. So as you can see here, right, on my letters, you can see that there's some white spaces here on the edges. That means it's not completely flushed up against the edge. And so I want to fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and press delete. So that's going to delete that specific image from our canvas. And we're just going to adjust it by moving it over. And then we're going to add to design again. And then you can scale it up. You can zoom in and see. You want to make sure that you can see your outline. You want to make sure you can see the design of your girl or whatever image you're using. You want to be sure that you just have a focal point to where you'll be able to line it up, because we still have to align it with the other side of the picture. And I'm looking at this. I think I want to make my outline just a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go back over to settings, and I'm going to take it up to 20. It was on 20. I think I'm going to put it on 25. And then I'm going to delete this one and add to design. And it made my outline just a little bit thicker, not too much. And I think that looks good. And I'm going to crop out all of the dead space. Again, it just makes it a little bit easier to line up. And I'm zooming in, I'm checking the edges. I don't see any white spacing or anything like that. And that's what you want. Okay. So I am happy with this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I can delete this one now because we don't need this anymore. I can delete this page because we don't need this page anymore. Now I need this side here. So I'm going to go ahead, delete that. I'm going to duplicate this one just in case I need a copy for whatever reason. And I'm just going to drag this down to this page. And now this is the part, y'all, don't let this frustrate you, okay? You want to get it lined up. So for this design, I want the words to be on top of the image. So I'm with the image selected, I'm going to go up to position and I'm going to put it to the back. So now my words are on top of my girl. We're going to zoom in and we are going to get this lined up. And again, you guys, this is the part where you're going to be playing around with it, sizing it, moving it. Don't let it stress you out. I know my face is like all up in the camera. Sorry. I'm just trying to focus. I'm also going to add another outline because this one right here, like this harsh line here, I don't particularly care for that. So I'm going to add a very, very small black outline. You know what? I don't think I can add it because I already added an outline. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download page 2 again with a transparent background. Which is just going to be this girl here. I'm sorry, I'm not really looking at the chat. Let me scroll up and see if there's any questions. Oh, okay. So it looks like, is that the Etsy shop that has this PNG bundle? I think that's the link that she dropped. There's my TikTok alarm. Hold on, let me grab my other phone. Victoria's Creations, I'm not for sure. I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do believe you might need Canva Pro in order to use the apps. I know you need it to download as with a transparent background, for sure. But I haven't. When I had the free version, or the last time I used the free version, they didn't have apps, so I'm not 100% sure. But I want to say yes, you do need the Pro version to use the apps. Okay, so I just added a very thin, I want to make that even thinner, a very thin black outline just to kind of clean up that little harsh line. Okay, and then again, we're going to position that to the back. And we're just going to line this up. We are going to add another outline once we get everything kind of lined up. Okay, I think that might be as good as we're gonna get. This earring is kind of annoying me a little bit, but that's okay. The thing is, with this, it's probably not going to be perfect, unless the only way it would be is if you did it where it had that gap in between. But because mine kind of overlap each other this way, it's not going to be like super perfect. Okay, but I'm okay with that. So now what I'm going to do is I want to be able to add an outline around both the image and the letters cohesively, so that it kind of turns it into one image versus having the girl and having the letters and they're just overlapping each other. I want to bring this together as one image and turn it into one image instead of two separate pieces. So in order to do that, I'm going to go back up to share. This is page 3. We are going to download page 3, which is this one we just finished putting together. We're going to bring that back into our uploads. We're going to add a page. So now it's one cohesive picture. And now we can go and we can add an outline to this. You can add an outline. You can add a drop shadow. You can add, like, this is a drop shadow here. You can add, this is another form of drop shadow. They call it glow. You can add that. This is another, well, this is a glow that goes around the whole thing. And then this is the drop shadow, which is just kind of offset. You can do the curve. They have a whole bunch of different options. Y'all, I like the outline. Okay, I like the outline. And I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller. You don't want it too big, but I do think that adding that outline kind of turns it, like I said, into one cohesive picture. From this, right, from this is without the outline and this is with it. I just think it brings it together. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm done with this. I can go ahead and delete that. I am done with this and I can delete that as well. And you can stop here if you want to. But of course, y'all know me, I'm extra. So I'm going to go ahead and add like a little bit of the background smoke, maybe add a little bouquet of flowers here, kind of like I did there. And to do that, so like I said, you can stop here. You can be done. You can sell it like this, however you want to do it. I'm going to go up to elements, the elements tab, and I'm going to search for pink watercolors. And I'm under the graphics tab. And I think I like this. This is kind of cute. It has a little bit of gold in it. This one is cute. This one also has some gold in it. It's just the pink is a little brighter than I need it to be. The elements tab, you guys, always has so many different things you can really look through. I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to go with this one, something light, and I'm obviously going to add this to the back. I'm going to duplicate that, add maybe one or two more, send it to the back, duplicate, and send that to the back. That's actually really, really light. Like you can barely see it. No, I'm not going to use that one. I don't want it to look like ghosting when I put it on my shirt. I'll do this one. Yeah, that looks better. I'm going to duplicate it. I think that other one was just a little too light. I think when I went to sublimate it, it would look like ghosting rather than a background. And I didn't want that. And then I'm going to look for some gold glitter. I think that will kind of make it pop a little bit more too. Or maybe I should do silver glitter. Let's see what silver glitter looks like. Hey everybody, I appreciate you all for being here. Let's try. Well, that doesn't really look silver, it looks white. That's a lot. Y'all, I think I really need glasses. I have a eye appointment later on this month. But if y'all see me in the next couple lives wearing glasses, I think I'm at that point in my life. I always used to make fun of my brother because I was the one that needed braces, but I never needed glasses. But he needed glasses. And now I think I need glasses. I've been having, okay, I think I like that. I have been having a hard time like seeing stuff on my computer. Like I have to get so close to my computer like this. And when I'm watching, like when me and my husband are watching TV, like if I'm watching TV in my living room, we have a 65-inch in my living room. I can see it fine. But if we're watching TV in the bedroom, the one in the bedroom is way smaller. I gotta put like, I gotta make the font bigger on the captions. I also can't watch TV without captions because for whatever reason, I can't hear. I can't hear. Can't hear without captions. But now I'm getting to a point I can't read them either. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be wearing glasses soon. Pink flower. Let me look for some pink flower bouquets. At this point, I'm just kind of playing around with elements, adding stuff, removing stuff, seeing what I like. Again, this is all personal preference. Well, everything from start to finish is personal preference, but I'm just kind of playing around with it now. It's kind of cute. I think I'm gonna add that. And this is the thing about outlines, because you know that bouquet of flowers got really lost. It got real muddled. So I'm gonna highlight that. Or I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna go up to edit. I'm gonna add a shadow or outline. Now, as you can see, you can see the bouquet. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to play around with this outline color for a second. Oh, I think I like the purple. What do you guys think? You think that purple looks better? I think it looks better. Just a little bit better. Hey, everybody. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hey, Lee from Australia. It's morning there? Okay. The purple, y'all like the purple? Okay. I like the purple too. You did find them, Sharon. Look at that. See, I had to do the same thing. I could not find these images in my on my actual computer. But I've had Canva for years. I mean, I was scrolling for a long time. I got a lot of images in my uploads on Canva. That's the thing. That's another thing I like about Canva is that they keep everything you upload, as long as you don't go into another account. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the purple outline. I think I like the purple one. But if you can't find something on your computer, but you've uploaded it to Canva before, check your Canva uploads and scroll like your life depends on it. Okay, I think I like that better. It kind of gives it a purple glow. Okay, I'm going to stop now before I keep messing with it. Y'all, I will sit here and play with it all day. But this is pretty much it. We are at 8 o'clock. So it took me like almost an hour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to share. We're going to download this and we're going to print it out. I'm going to print as a PNG. We are going to toggle this all the way up. That's going to give us the highest resolution. Y'all, whatever this limit file size, that literally just popped up today. I have no idea what this is. They must be beta testing something. I'm going to have to look into this and see what it is because that literally just popped up today. Like within the last hour or so because it wasn't there before I started the live. And I'm going to download page 2 as a PNG transparent background. And I'm going to print from Silhouette Studio. Rondria, absolutely. Yep. Let me see if Canva has those. Does Canva have those elements? I've never looked. They do. Breast cancer, ribbons. Let me see. Lupus. Yep, they have purple ribbons too. Look at that. Hey, Demspoo, how are you? Oh, the gang sheet? Good for you, Shay Shay. I actually have to order another one. I was going to make another video on how to order a gang sheet because I got to order some. Latasha, it won't, just because this image is not mine. This girl, I may make another one with maybe a girl from Canva, but this specific image right here, it's not mine. I purchased it from somebody else. So I can't sell an image that I made with it. So I would have to use a completely different girl. But I was thinking about maybe making my own, because a lot of people have been asking. I just got to make the time to do it. But no, I'm not selling this design because this girl is not mine. But okay, let me, it didn't download yet. Let me download this so we can get it printed. And then we will get to sublimating. Y'all, I still got to brush in some stones. Okay, we're going to be here a little bit longer than I normally am. But that's okay. But I only got the 2 colors, so it shouldn't take me too long to brush these stones in at all. Come on now, Canva. Don't embarrass me. Y'all, the colors I'm using for this rhinestone templates is bubblegum. I don't think I've used bubblegum before. Bubblegum and black diamond. I think this is going to look so good. Now, y'all know I normally love my AB colors. But I have a light, it's like a light pink sweatshirt, a Gildan sweatshirt. And I'm going to use bubblegum and black diamond. And I think it's going to be so cute, even though it's not AB colors. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to put that on my desktop so that we can go to Silhouette Studio and get it printed out. Let me show you my settings. And I'm printing from a converted Epson EcoTank 8550. So I'm going to be printing on 11x17 paper. It is borderless. And I'm going to be using the Premium Presentation Matte with the quality on high. I'm going to turn the bidirectional printing or the high-speed printing off. And I'm going to leave the mirror checked because this is sublimation. So it does need to be mirrored. And this image is going to come in kind of big because we toggled that resolution all the way up. When you do that, it does kind of bring it in bigger, but that's fine. We're scaling it down, so it's fine if it comes in bigger than we need it to be. And I'm putting this on it's going to be an extra large Cricut shirt, which is 100% polyester. Y'all, it's taken forever. Yes, this live will be saved, so you will be able to finish watching it or catch the replay once I get off. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hope I'm not frozen. Am I frozen? Like, can you guys still see me talking? Okay, well then maybe I need to stop sharing. Maybe it's just my Silhouette Studio. It's still moving slow. So while we're waiting for Silhouette Studio, I'm going to start brushing in these stones. Again, so I'm also going to do a bling design. I'm doing the Gemini season from my good sis Patrice. This is her template. Either Dems or Patrice. I know I saw both of y'all here. Can somebody drop Patrice's website? She has a whole bunch of different zodiac signs. I don't know if she has all of them, but I know she has quite a few because when I was looking for this one, I saw quite a few of them. The word Gemini, I think I'm going to do in black diamond. And then the inside is going to be bubblegum. Now, so I saw somebody asked me, where did I get the bubblegum rhinestones from? I got them. Okay. My image has come into Silhouette Studio. But it's still moving slow. Somebody asked me, where did I get the bubblegum rhinestones from? I get them from the Baby's Booty. Her Hot Fix store is linked down in my description box. I do believe the buy-in just ended. Yes, it ended last night. So the one for this month has ended. Now every month she does a buy-in. It looks like the buy-ins last about 10 days now. But every month she does a buy-in where basically you can buy the rhinestones in bulk. This is the largest size that she offers. I always buy them in this size. But she does have other purchase options available. And then she also does the Hot Fix store, which has smaller purchase options available. The buy-in is for bulk ordering. But if you're looking to just order other smaller sizes, then you can go to the link that's in my description box now, and you can buy other sizes. But this is where I get them from. Hotfixfixstore.com, which is the Baby's Booty. And like I said, it's linked. Yeah, I haven't used this yet. It's still got the little thing on it. Y'all, I am so guilty of throwing these away. Don't come for me. I forget. I'm sorry. But I throw these away. That's how I know I haven't used this yet, because it still had this on there. And I know I should keep them, but I forget. I'm sorry. I forget. So that's how I know I haven't used bubblegum yet. But for the word Gemini, I'm going to use black diamond. Okay, I think my Silhouette Studio is working now. No, it's not. Y'all, I'm going to close out Silhouette Studio and come back after I'm done brushing in because this is a hot mess. I may just print from Leonardo Design Studio. All right, I just closed it out. Let me open it back up and see if I can get it to work. Dimps, I know dimps. I'm gonna put it back on the bubblegum one. Watch, I'm gonna put it back. Y'all, this is the black diamond. Look how pretty these are. This is gonna look so good on that light pink sweatshirt. I need a little bit more. Hold on. Let me open up my Silhouette Studio. I'm trying to see if I can get it to work. Bridget, it says obedience over intrusive thoughts. Yes, it is in my Etsy shop. I have the rhinestone template, and then I have the SVG template as well in my Etsy shop. I didn't link this one though, but it is in my Etsy shop. Y'all, Silhouette Studio, I don't know if it just doesn't like me being on live, but it is not trying to mess with me. So I may have to print from, I'm sorry, Silhouette Studio. I may have to print from Leonardo Design Studio. Because I'm not cutting it. I just need to print it. All my rhinestone materials are also linked. So the purple flock is linked. This is also the baby's booty flock, which is purple. So if you are new to my channel and you're here from the Canva tutorials and you've never seen Bling, prepare to be hooked. Prepare to be hooked. But what is everybody working on? My Silhouette Studio is still not, no, it's still not working. All right, I'm gonna close this out. I think it just doesn't like the fact that I'm live, and I'm gonna try to print from Leonardo Design Studio. It just keeps freezing every time I try to bring in the image. So let me try Leonardo Design Studio. Looks like Leonardo Design Studio might be working. Let me share my, well, I mean, it's moving slow too, but not as slow. Let me share my screen again. Hey, everybody. I appreciate everybody for being here. I can't share my screen until Leonardo Design Studio stops uploading. Lord have mercy. All right. Well, we will just brush for now. Hopefully one of these softwares let me print this image. I'm going to be pressing both the sublimation image and my rhinestones with my HTV auto press. So, little family update. Everybody is doing good. Everybody's back to school. Xavier did make the fall ball team, but they only play on Saturdays. So, no weekday games, which kind of makes sense because everybody's in school. So, it's hard to kind of, play games when it's a school night. So, they only play on Saturdays, which is way more palatable. Gavin is doing well. We kind of got a little bit of bad news today. Not in regards to Gavin, not health-wise, just in regards to his case. For those who don't know, Gavin is my foster child. got some news we weren't necessarily happy about, but we are going to press forward nonetheless. But he's doing well. He is adjusting very, very well to daycare. He doesn't cry when we drop him off anymore. He has one lady there. She's Hispanic, and she is so warm and she's so welcoming. Like when you walk in, you just feel like she loves you. Her energy is so warm. And she's like, "Hello, Gavin." And he knows he's going, right? So he, at this point, he knows like I'm going to daycare and there's nothing I can do about it. And so he just, when she walks in and she says hello to him, because he's walking now, and he just runs right up to her and he puts his arms out and she picks him up and she gives him this big old hug. And he's kind of like, fine, if I have to stay here, then I will go with her. But I love her so much. I don't even know her name, but like I said, her energy is just so, those people who are just so warm. Like when they say hello to you, you know that they just love you, even though they don't know you. But Gavin absolutely loves her. So I wouldn't say he likes going to daycare, but he tolerates it now. He doesn't cry. So it's kind of an improvement. Sharon, yes, I do. I have lots of videos. I was actually thinking about doing an updated one. I haven't done a rhinestone like pre-recorded video in a while. So I'll probably do one soon. I have a lot of new people here from the recent Canva tutorials I've kind of been uploading. So figured I would do some updated rhinestone videos. Fair warning, I do not cut rhinestone flock with my Cricut. I cannot do it, Jesus. I cannot. I've gone back to pulling out Cricut for, some vinyl designs. I think we cut the bookmarks with them, even though y'all Cricut embarrassed me so bad. You guys, I went back and I watched that part because I saw somebody commented and said your face when I don't know if you guys were on the last live I did, but I think I can share my screen now. The last live I did where I was cutting out some magnetic bookmarks, and them doggone bookmarks was on the floor, y'all. After I got done cutting them, they were on the floor. Not even joking. And I didn't realize that they were on the floor until basically my Cricut was supposedly done cutting. And somebody was like, "Oh my gosh, your face, it was priceless." So I went back when I got off the live and I was looking at the live to see what my face looked like. You guys, I was cracking up laughing so hard because my face was absolutely shocked. And then it was the it was the sound my flip-flops were making when I was going over there to fix it. It was the flip-flop sound that really took me out. I was absolutely mortified that my doggone bookmarks was on the ground. Oh, I shared my screen and started putting stones in. What am I doing? Okay, so we're in Leonardo Design Studio. This is where I'm going to print from because I couldn't get my Silhouette Studio to print. Okay. So in order to, you can just simply print from Leonardo Design Studio, just the same way that you do from the from Silhouette Studio or Word. You can just print from here as well. So I'm going to go to to my printer over here. We are going to choose 11 by 17. And like I said, I'm printing from my Epson EcoTank 8550. And we're going to go over to properties. The document size, again, 11 by 17, borderless. We are going to use premium presentation paper matte on high. And then I'm going to turn the bi-directional or the fast printing off. I'm going to leave this mirrored inside of the software here. So I'm going to leave this checked here, and I'm going to make sure I don't check it in Leonardo Design Studio. Okay, and then we're going to press OK. Now I'm going to make the width of this image 10 inches because this is going on an extra large. And I'm going to drop this down so that it'll fit on the page. There we go. All right, I'm going to go over to Send Design. And I'm just simply printing. So it is going to print with the registration marks, which is fine. We can just cut those off. And I'm going to send this to my printer. So this is what I meant by I'm not going to check this mirror inside Leonardo Design Studio because I do have it mirrored already in my printer properties. So if you have it checked in your printer properties and then you check it here, you're going to flip your mirror. So it's actually going to come out not mirrored. So you can't have them both checked. You have to check one or the other. Hopefully that made sense. And I'm printing this on a sub paper. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to finish brushing this in, and then we'll get to pressing. But yeah, I went back and I watched that live. Y'all, the flip-flop sounds had me dying. What is everybody working on? Let me go through the chat and see if there's any. Hey Eve, how are you? No, I don't see any questions. You guys, if you had a question and I missed it, please ask again. But what is everybody working on? Y'all, I'm so excited for this design. This is going to be so pretty. I know it is. I know it's going to be so pretty. Latasha, so in order to know which, basically you choose what kind of rhinestones you want. The most popular ones are SS10, but a lot more people are getting into SS6. Like it really depends on what you plan on putting them on. If you're putting them on mugs, I do believe that people go larger, like what, SS16 for the flatbacks that go on the coffee mugs. But I'm using hot fix rhinestones, which I put on fabric. So like shirts, hats, tote bags, things like that. These ones are SS10. And because I have SS10 rhinestones, when I'm purchasing my design, I make sure I purchase a design that is compatible with SS6 rhinestones. A lot of sellers like Patrice, which is who I got this template from, she does sell both SS10 and SS6. size templates. So it really depends on the seller, wherever you get your design from. I sell a few rhinestone designs, but I don't have any SS6. I think I may have one, and that's it. But I don't have too many SS6 designs. Y'all, my thing is still not printing. Why do these printers want to embarrass me on live? I feel like they do this every time. I'm going to start having my stuff printed out before I come on live, because I feel like my printers just be like, you're on live? Oh, no. No, ma'am. We are not going to work today. No, ma'am. There it goes. I think I got it. Hey, Marie. Yep, we are live. Working on hair bows. Oh my goodness, Robin, y'all, I might just come on live one of these weeks and redo my craft room on live with you guys, because so update on She Shed. That kind of brings me to that. Okay. So I have decided I still want the She Shed, but I'm probably not going to. Y'all, this printer is doing something mad weird. What in the world? I might have to reprint that. It looked like it was about to get jammed and then decided to change its mind. So I don't know how that's going to look when it comes up. So I'm going to do the She Shed still. However, I'm probably going to hold off until like March of next year. Just because, yeah, we got a lot going on. Like I said, we got some news we weren't necessarily excited to hear in regards to Gavin's case. So what's going on with him is still kind of up in the air, and I don't know. I'm just gonna hold off for right now. So I'll probably hold off until March or April of next year. So I just went ahead and I renewed my lease here again for another year. So my lease would be up in July of next year. So if I started to build my She Shed like in March of next year, I should be able to be out by July. That's my thought process. So I will be here for another year. With that being said, y'all, my husband dipped, okay? My husband dipped. Hold on, I gotta get some scissors to cut my KTM mask. So my husband and I have been in the same building for, I don't know, maybe like 3 years now. But he left and he got a smaller unit somewhere else in a different city, whole different city. But he downsized. So he had a really large office, and basically he went to a very small office. And because of that, he had to get rid of a lot of his Like he has a lot of tables, shelves, y'all. I took most of it. Okay, I took most, like this kind of shelf right here that has my printer on it. Y'all, he had like 3 of these. Yeah, run that, sir. I sure will take it. So I got like 3 of these. This little computer table I got right now. I have like 3 of these. Okay. So I got a lot of stuff that he done gave me, but it's just kind of thrown in here right now, and I don't like the tape. Sorry, that was probably loud. I apologize. The little tables he gave me, they're good long tables. They just sit too low. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some wood blocks cut so that I can sit the tables on the wood blocks to lift them up a little bit so that they're at least waist length. Because like I said earlier in the live, y'all, I have sciatica. I cannot be bending forward. All of my tables, like I added legs to this one over here. Like I will add legs or blocks to something if it's too low, because I can't be bending forward. So that's what I'm gonna have to do for all them tables that he gave me. Let me show you guys how to pick this up. Okay, so I have all my rhinestones brushed in. They're ready to go. This is the KTM mask. I did rub it on my shirt just because it's a brand new piece. Sometimes when you get a brand new piece of KTM mask, and it's fresh, it's completely brand new, it's really staticky. So I kind of rub it on my shirt a little bit just to remove some of the static, because like if you hold it here, right, and it's staticky, your rhinestones will start to jump off they'll get attracted to the KTM mask before you even get it down good, and then it's going to turn into a mess. So that's why I do that. And I just put it down, go in the U shape and put it down like that. But anyways, I need all my tables to be waist length because like I said, I have sciatica really, really bad, and I can't bend down or bend forward. So one of these days I have to go to Home Depot and get some wood blocks cut for these tables so I can kind of raise them up a little bit. But this little section that I'm in right now is organized, but the section on the other side of the room that you guys do not see is in shambles. All right, there's the first piece there, or the first section, and we got to brush in the other side, and then we are done. But let's check our print. Oh, that looks okay. I can see where it tried to get jammed. So here's the print. It came out really good. It started to get jammed, so it's kind of smeared right here, but that's okay because this is just a registration mark, and we're going to cut that off anyway. But here's the print. It looks really, really good so far. And I'm going to, like I said, cut the registration marks off. So we're good on the print. I am going to cut on my HTV press real quick. Let that heat up. And then we're going to press the bubble gum. I'm sorry, brush in the bubble gum. This is bubble gum. This is going to be so cute. But yes, so I measured the size of the she shed that I wanted was at least a 12 by 26, and I measured out in my office a 12 by 26 area, And what I'm going to do is, because I have to rearrange my office anyway to accommodate the furniture I got from my husband, I'm going to rearrange my office into that 12 by 26 space that I measured out, to really start to decide, what I'm going to keep, what I can fit, what I can't, and really try to decide a layout so that when we go to start building it, I can really make, some educated decisions on how I want my she shed to kind of be done. Because like, I know the inside, the very back wall, I do want it to be kind of like installed, so it's not like it can't move or come out, because I want the electrical to be done. Like, I need a lot of outlets. So the very back wall, I want it to be like the entire wall be lower, like if you were to go into a kitchen, like lower kitchen cabinets going along the entire wall with an installed countertop. And I want outlets to be installed, as many as I can get up to code. I do think that there's like outlets have to be placed a certain distance in between each other. So however many I can fit is how many I want. And then I want my countertops to kind of want them underneath the countertop inside the cabinet, so that I don't have just cords out, but I want small holes to be cut in my countertop. So when I go, like if I put my heat press there, I can put my heat press plug into the countertop that goes inside the counter, so that the outlets are kind of hidden. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I just don't want a bunch of cords out. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work within a 12 by 26 space inside my office and, really stage it before we build it, so that I can say like, okay, this worked or this didn't work, or, I need this or I need that. That's the good and the bad thing about posting on social media or YouTube. You can show just the good. What do you mean, Karen? I show all the bad. I don't cut out nothing. That's another reason why I go live. And every time I go live, something crazy happens. Girl, last time Cricket embarrassed me with them bookmarks on the ground. That was diabolical. Cricket spit my bookmarks clean onto the ground in front of everybody. But I mean, even when I do pre-recorded videos, I don't cut stuff out. The only time, like if I'm going to cut anything, it'll be the whole video. I may decide like, you know what? I don't like this product. I don't like this machine. I'm not even doing a video on it. So if I cut anything, it's going to be the whole video in its entirety. But I don't cut like bits and pieces out. Some people do. I don't though. I'm wanting to get into sublimation, but heard I can't sub on 100% cotton. That, without a hack, that is correct. So you cannot sub directly like the way I'm going to sublimate today, which is going to be directly onto 100% polyester. No, you cannot do that with cotton. However, there are tons of hacks, products, and materials that you can use to get the desired sublimation effect. But no, you cannot sublimate on 100% cotton without some kind of hack, and it won't be the same. So sublimation, straight sublimation, the sublimation ink adheres to the actual fibers of the garment. If you use a hack, you will not be able to get that ink into the fibers the same way. You would have to, like, let's say you subbed on the glitter, the vinyl glitter. Y'all almost messed up my template. If you sublimate onto the vinyl glitter, you'll be putting the ink into the glitter versus the fibers of the garment. That's the hack. Hopefully that makes sense. Exactly, Eve. Cricket was like, girl, play with me. Keep playing with me if you want to. Keep talking that mess if you want to. I will spit your puff final clear onto this floor, sis. Cricket told me stop playing with him. That's what he said. Y'all, it was the flip-flop sounds. It was really the flip-flop. The pure frustration that you could hear in the sounds of my flip-flops had me dying laughing. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, yeah, Karen. I'm not. Well, this is the main part that I craft in. Like the other part where all the tables are. I have a couch and a TV over there, so I had kind of made it like a lounge section. Which I don't even know why I did that, because nobody comes here to lounge. So I'm not even sure what possessed me to do that. But that's what I'm going to be getting rid of. I'm going to be getting rid of like that little lounge section to create more craft space. But that's where all the tables and stuff are. Just in that little random space. Gotcha. Yep, David, that's right. It's like sublimating onto vinyl. And then like some of the other products, like the Easy Subli, it kind of has like a print and cut feel. So like transfer paper. It's just gonna have a different finish, a different feel to it versus being, pressed directly into the fabrics of the garment. It's just gonna have a different finish and feel to it. I got you, Karen. I got you. I get it now. But hey, everybody. Sorry, this is gonna be loud again. It's a new piece. I don't know who that was. Calling me at 8:45 at night. This pink is so cute. I haven't used bubblegum yet. Rhonda, the last time we did it, we were talking about when we could do it again, and we were trying to like coordinate dates. But every time somebody said a date, it was, I'm gonna be out of town, or I'm gonna be doing this. We got this, or it was just, it's hard kind of coordinate the dates with everybody, but we do try. We try to find dates. But it's somebody else's turn to host. I hosted Bling Along last time. Somebody else has to host. here is our second layer. Can you suggest this? So I like Gildan Performance, or I do like the Cricut brand of sublimation shirts, the 100% polyester ones. I do like them. The issue that I have with them is they are a little bit more on the expensive side, and the sizings are kind of weird. The sizes are kind of weird. So I normally wear a large, and with the Cricut brand, I always have to size up. When I used to sell shirts, like, people would complain that it was too small, so I would always have to go up a size if I was selling it. That's the only thing I really don't like about that. And then, like I said, they are on the more expensive side. But the Gildan Performance is good, and I do get that from Jiffy Shirts. All right, I'm going to turn on my other camera, which is not... What? Lord Jesus, y'all, I think my iPad died before we even got to that part over there. All right, let me see if I can set up my laptop, because I think my iPad died. It didn't even tell me I had a low battery, y'all. It didn't tell me nothing. All right, that should work. Can y'all still see? I believe you can. Okay. I'll grab my ring light too, just to bring a little extra light over here. All right, that looks good. All right, so this is the Cricut brand. This is what it looks like. And again, for this brand, I do have to size up because their sizes are a little off to me. And these are 100% polyester. And I just went and grabbed this from Michael's. I think they're like, what, $10 a shirt in Michael's. So a little on the pricier side. All right, I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper inside of the shirt. This is to avoid getting any ink going from the front of the shirt to the back of the shirt. All right, I'm going to set this over here to line it up. Y'all know I cannot line up nothing on my press. It's crooked every single time. Okay, that looks good. Now, when it comes to sublimation in these high temperatures, you do want to lint roll. And the reason you want to lint roll really well is because, for whatever reason, with polyester shirts, and with them being white, you get the little, like the lint, it turns blue, like a green color. So you want to let it roll really good. And I'm going to do a quick little 5-second pre-press. And this is my print, and I'm just going to cut these registration marks off. All right, here's my print. Y'all, that looks so good. Now, I do have it's like a little line right here from where my paper had jammed a little bit. It's like a teeny tiny little line. I don't even know if you guys will be able to pick it up, but I know it's going to show on the shirt. Again, y'all probably can't even see it. It's like right here. Can y'all see that little line from where my paper jammed? I'm going to use it because I'm not wasting it, and it's for me, so it doesn't even matter. But I'm going to put this face down. I'm going to put 2 pieces of tape on either side. I'm not going to cover it with butcher paper because the A-sub doesn't necessarily bleed for me. And I'm pressing this at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Thank you, Kawanda. Cheryl, how did it almost get the best of you? This design, like I said, is definitely it's definitely one of those designs that you kind of have to not allow to frustrate you. It's a lot of tweaking, moving, looking, zooming in, zooming out, adjusting, readjusting. It's just one of those. That's why if you're going to sell anything with this design, you want to make sure you price it accordingly, because this kind of design is very tedious and you're putting a lot of time into it. All right, I'm going to carefully remove this tape so I don't get any ghosting. I'm so impatient when it comes to taking the tape off. Y'all, I do not like waiting until it cool off. I don't. OMG, that looks so good. All right, let me show. And I did press the brown design. Let me go get it so I can show you guys. So this is the brown one that I did in my video last week. I did press it. It's kind of just on a scrap shirt because I have already a design on the inside, but I pressed it on the back. But this was the design that I did in the brown color. Look how good that looks. And then let me show you the one I just did. This one is the pink and purple. The silver, it doesn't really look like silver on here. It just kind of looks like it looks gray, not really silver. So I probably could have did some gold instead. But this is how the design looks pressed. I absolutely love that. Hopefully you guys are seeing the colors. I'm trying to put it in front of the light. There. Does that look better? No, it looks washed out. No, that does look better. Okay. And then here's the brown one again. I just pressed this on it was like literally a scrap shirt. This brown, I don't know. I like this color better. I like the pink and the purple too, but I really love neutral tones like beiges, chocolates, things like that. This one is like really, really doing it for me. But this was the first one, the first design. Okay, let's go ahead and press our bling design and then we'll be getting out of here. This is the Gildan sweatshirt I have. It's just a Gildan heavy blend, and it's in like this little pink color. Let me turn this back down. It's just in like a light pink color. I'm going to line it up over here because if you're new here, I am the queen of making something crooked. If you could bet on somebody to make a design crooked and you win $1 million, please put your money on me because it's going to be crooked every time. When I used to sell like shirts and stuff, that used to frustrate me so much. I don't know what it is about lining stuff up on shirts. I can't do it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Even with the t-shirt ruler, even with like measuring from the armpits, I don't know. Something in my brain, when I have it perfectly lined up, something in my brain goes, nope, move it a little to the left. And I do, and then it's crooked. All right, this is the first layer, which is the black diamond. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Y'all, I am hungry. I didn't get to eat dinner. Cheryl, yep, I definitely get it. Once you do it a couple times, you may not have to resize and re-download. I think like after you do it, I would say like now that I've done it like oh my gosh, y'all did not tell me to oh my gosh, not me sitting up here pressing rhinestones on 400 degrees. Y'all did not tell me to turn my press down. Lord Jesus, we burning rhinestones today. We are burning rhinestones today, child. No way. I'm sitting here like, why didn't this open yet? Like, it do not take that long to press rhinestones. There. Girl, Eve did not turn it down. Didn't turn it down. We over here pressing stones on 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Oh, Jesus. I think we're okay. I think we're good. It's for me, so it's okay. It's okay. We'll just let it cool down a little bit before we press the other layer. But this is the first one. Oh, that looks so pretty already. That pink is really going to set it off. What was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I just like instantly realized these rhinestones was pressing longer than they should have and completely forgot what I was talking about. Y'all, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. I guess we'll see what happens to rhinestones. Exactly. I think I stopped it at like 30 seconds. So I think it went a full 30 seconds at 400 degrees before I stopped it. They do need a panic button when you on live. Is this? It might be upside down. Hold on, let me see. No, now it's upside down. They do need to have a panic button though. But when you go to live and your subscribers need to tell you something. Oh, right. I gotta hold on. I gotta stretch and pull a little bit. If you're doing like a multi-layer shirt, which is what I'm doing, and you see that your second layer might be like kind of laying on top of your second layer, just kind of stretch the material a tiny bit. That's what I'm doing here. Just kind of stretching it a little bit to get it to fit without overlapping. Okay. All right, I think we are good. Yeah, these black rhinestones not going nowhere anytime soon. Oh, about doing the yes. So after like the third or fourth time I kind of did that technique, I didn't have to re-download as many times. I didn't have to readjust as many times. Your eye just kind of gets to the point where you can see how big it should be for your letters. So you just kind of do it right the first time. So I am noticing that I'm able to do that design quicker and quicker the more I do it. This looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to go on over here to the table. Show y'all in the good light. I'm going to turn this off. Ouch. Let me grab my other shirt. All right. This is the good light over here at the table. Look at this design. This is bubble gum. This bubble gum on this light pink with the black diamond. This looks so stinking cute. And these colors really, really go together. You guys, I was going to do Labrador because Labrador is my favorite. But I was like, no, the Labrador on the light pink, I feel like it would look cute, but the black diamond would really make that bubblegum pop even more. And I think it does. I think the black makes the bubblegum pop more than the Labrador would. But I love this. Patrice, this is such a cute template. Can somebody drop Patrice's website again? What season are we in? I have no idea. Y'all, I don't know nothing about nobody else's zodiac other than mine. So I have no idea what season we're in. But I know she does have other zodiac signs. It's so cute. I love this. Okay, so that's this one. And then this was the design we just did in Canva together. So if you're just popping in, this was the design that I made in Canva. I made it from scratch with you guys on live. Once the live is over, you can definitely catch the replay. And then this is the one, I pressed this one for Instagram. This is the one I made in the video that I uploaded last week. Y'all, this chocolate is just doing it for me, okay? It's just doing it for me. It's Virgo season right now. Patrice, you got a Virgo? You got a Virgo season one? I feel like she does. Where are my comments? Y'all, we must be at that 2-hour mark. My lips feel really, really crusty. They feeling crusty. Yep. 2 hours, 3 minutes. Listen, I can immediately tell when it's been 2 hours. I can immediately tell when it's been 2 hours. Lips get to crusting up real good. But all right, you guys, that is all I have for today's live. Everything I've used is in the description box. Again, the rhinestones came from the baby's booty. The buy-in for this month is over. However, I linked her Hot Fix store, which is where you can do like the buy now option. So if you're looking for rhinestones right now, you can go to the link that's in my description box and you can get, you know, the colors that are available on the website. The purple flock, which is this right here. The only thing I forgot to link is these chopping mats. I did get them from Amazon, which this was my last one. So I need to order some more, like today. What else? I know they dropped Patrice's link to her website for the template. They said it's Virgo season. I do believe she has one of these for a Virgo. She has a bunch of them on her website. But that's all I have for tonight, guys. I do plan on being live next week. What are we doing next week? What do y'all want to do next week? I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I will see you guys next week. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Be blessed. Stay safe.